So, guys, I am just out of the shower and I'm getting ready for bed, and I just didn't realize I hadn't made a video on this yet. I completely forgot. This is something that I saw earlier today, had bookmarked earlier today, and I saw it come up again because, the Hatelans turn on LeBron James and start calling LeBron James every name under the sun because, he's not promoting Angel Reese, who has tweeted anti-LeBron stuff before, and anything about LeBron. If people calling out LeBron, he is chronically online too. So he sees all the anti-LeBron stuff, and he's gonna double and triple down on Caitlin Clark. He's gonna double and triple down on Caitlin Clark hype. Let's be real. He's gonna double or triple down on it. But if you guys did not see, this is LeBron James liking a tweet. So Dick Vitale, who I don't know who he is. I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea who he is. Like, he is a sports commentator, sportscaster. What was he doing? So he was okay. So he's an NBA head coach. So clearly he has worked with ESPN. So yeah, so he's an ESPN guy. So apparently, like I said, saying anything positive about Dick Vitale shows your true colors. I'm like, I don't know who he is. I don't care. People make takes. People make takes all the time, and at the end of the day, I don't think people should be out there policing who people can like Instagram posts of. Let's be real. But the thing is, absolute pure jealousy. The WNBA players voted Caitlin Clark the 9th best guard. Someday they will realize what she has done for all the players in the league. Charter planes, increase in salary, sold out crowd, improved TV ratings, and LeBron James likes to post. LeBron James likes to post. And I think, in my opinion, okay, I'm scrolling through my bookmarks. And yeah. This here, I don't dislike LeBron. I'm not necessarily crazy about him. I do admire him for sticking to his principles, regardless of hate. I don't think he cares. I don't think he cares, to be honest. Like, let's be completely real. I don't think he cares about what WNBA Twitter has to say about him. Like, we're watching WNBA Twitter having a meltdown in Twitter spaces, debating whether or not an unrivaled ring is more important than the Commissioner's Cup. And I'm going to be completely honest. It's like saying, is the Drew League more important than the NBA in-season tournament? Like, there were literal non-WNBA players playing in Unrivaled. I think that is a fact. There were non-WNBA players, and also it was 3-on-3. It was 3-on-3. And there is a player that's won both of them, and her name is Lexi Hull. But goats recognize goats. This is why y'all crying, because LeBron liked this post. Yep. There is a tweet I saw with 25,000 likes saying LeBron is anti-black because he liked this tweet. No, because if you guys don't know, you can wind back the clock to 2003. You can turn back the clock to 2003, and you guys can see some of the stuff that was being said about LeBron James when he came in. Some high school kid's not coming in and taking our minutes. Like, he's here to help us, but like, he's not as good. We got players at his position on our team that are better. Like, this high school kid's not going to do anything because he was a kid in high school. They were talking about him the way they talked about Caitlin Clark. And let's be real. The NBA players, the difference is that the NBA players did love LeBron James up to a point. Like, they were hating on him before he got there, but when he was like legit, there's not as much of a, it doesn't hurt their ego when someone's better than them at the sport at the end of the day. But then obviously people turned on LeBron James. Well, to be fair, the players, I don't know when they turned positively on LeBron James, but obviously the media then turned on LeBron James. We heard it from Allen Iverson as well. When he was talking about LeBron, when LeBron was like 19, he was like, they love you now. They love you now, but soon they're going to hate you. And like, he couldn't have been more right with that when it comes to Iverson or when it comes to LeBron. But at the end of the day, it's one of those things where, like, LeBron, I said this a year ago, and I'm like, LeBron is probably the only person who has had it in this specific way, has had it similar to Caitlin Clark. Because he came up in that era where, it kind of like came up during the the era of social media to an extent, where the media is a little bit more in your face, where you're on your phones, you can see the news coming onto your phone, like all of these things. Like LeBron had to deal with that. Obviously, he's not had to deal with it to the extent of Caitlin Clark, and it is one of those things where it's like the easiest way to not be affected by all this is to turn off your phone. Like we can be honest, like it's a harder thing. It's harder to do. It's easier to say than to do. To turn off your phone. But at the end of the day, it is something. But like I'm out here as always. Anytime LeBron defends Caitlin Clark, these dumbasses are going to call out LeBron James, and all it does is it proves to LeBron James and it proves to actual human beings that aren't in that weird echo chamber. And by the way, don't ever go on WNBA threads. It's unhinged. But like it proves to LeBron James exactly what he's thinking is right. That like he can't is that there's nothing Caitlin Clark can do. She can't win. She can't win. Like she can go and help them out. We saw she was trying to get them spot bonuses. She was trying to do all this stuff. She can't win. She can't win at all. And at the end of the day, it's going to be in a situation where I have a really, really weird feeling. I have a really weird feeling that there's going to be something in the next offseason that is going to be LeBron James and clutch backed and compete with Unrivaled, be 5v5, have way more money than Unrivaled to pay these players, and is going to be based around Caitlin Clark. I have a really, really weird feeling there's going to be. Because I think the WNBA is going into lockout. And I have this really weird feeling that there's going to be some form of league that is going to involve Caitlin Clark in maybe not necessarily in the Unrivaled period in the off season, but I think during the WNBA season, because I have just really weird feeling because I still don't think Caitlin Clark's going to play ball in her off season. Like, I genuinely don't think she's going to play ball the off season. I think she's going to work on her body. I think she's going to go get more runs in. She's going to play a little bit more. And I think if she does play ball, it's probably going to be like she might go and sign a short-term deal somewhere to go play a bit of ball. I stand by this. The Caitlin Clark exhibition tour would be like what Pele did with Santos, where the Indiana Fever team all sign on and they all get $1 million a game. Where where the team gets $1 million a game, maybe. Every game they play, they get $1 million. So they go play Fenerbahce, they go play all these teams. So they just travel across the world. So it's the team are together, the team are there, and the team gets $1 million a game split between them. It's $100K a game. They go play 10 games, they make $1 million each, and it's a little bit of ball that they're playing, getting to travel around the world. That would be a cool thing, and I think teams would do that for the money involved. But anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the LeBron take. People are always mad at LeBron for unwavering support for Caitlin. Forget, at one point he was a young kid with the league on his shoulders and the world to prove, and the old head resented him for it. Yeah. Like, he sees exactly what's happened to Caitlin Clark is what happened to him. It's the reality of it all.